Hey guys, who's out there? Can you hear me? Can you tell me if you can hear me okay, volume-wise? Okay, sweet. Okay, so this is going to be a all signs weekly energy reading for starting now, obviously. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Mary. Hi, TGMC. Hi, everybody coming in. I'm going to do a weekly energy reading, okay? So it's going to be for all signs. I will say what signs, come out in the reading. Again, my readings are vice versa. If the signs aren't making sense to you, what the story is, then, the reading's for you. Take with you what you understand, whatever resonates, resonates. I am going to also be using some of the Enchanted map cards, and then I will close out with the romance angel cards for the reading for like some additional guidance. And then anybody who has super chat questions, if you ask me questions during the reading, I will answer the question after I'm completed. Okay. So if you have any questions in regards to anything that's resonating with you in the reading, if you want to ask the question, if you have it, pops in your head, just put it on there and work it out. What else did I want to say? So I was about to say something, it just left me. Oh well, if it pops back up in my head, I will say it. So, if anybody wants me to pull a card, for a question or anything like that, that's also something that I put in the description in regards to the super chat. Okay, so I can do that also. Hi everybody. Yes, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you for asking. I had to go to the doctors and get antibiotics. So I'm getting into the reading now. I'm just shuffling the cards a little bit here first. Let's pop in Amy's Fave. Hi, Diane. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on here. For this week, August, we're starting at August 14th. It's fluid. So, if it's resonating right now, or if some parts of it are, and there's other parts of it that aren't resonating, those are things that could be coming up in regards to what is resonating with you. So always, take that into account also. A King of Hearts just fell out. The King of Hearts is a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It fell out while I was shuffling, so, I always show the cards that fall out when I'm doing a shuffle because they end up being, energy surrounding. So there could be a male Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that, somebody's inquiring about, and or you could be the male Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Well, this Apollo, the bringer of light, just showed himself to me, so that indicates that we're going to be shedding some light on this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is what it's telling me right now. And if somebody is wanting a reconciliation with this person, is desiring a physical connection with this person, it could be something you're heavily thinking about and or they are. All right, I'm going to sort the cards now. And we'll see what's going on for August 14th, 2018 throughout the week. All right, one more time. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see what's going on here for all signs for the week starting August 14th. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I only have water. Shocker, right? Is the King of Hearts what flipped out? So all that's on the grid right now is water. Okay, but like I said, if the sign isn't making sense, but the story is, then it's for you regardless. Okay, I normally only will say this would be for sun or moon. Okay, not rising, not Venus, just sun or moon. Okay. So what it's looking like here is that there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you could be wanting to communicate with, verbally communicate, regardless of how this verbal communication is. But in order for this verbal communication to happen, there's a choice that needs to be made, whether you're choosing between another person and this water sign and or you're the water sign that needs to make a choice. Okay. It's showing me here that there is a like desire, a wish here, wanting to communicate, but this could be a third party situation and or there's another storyline coming through, so I'm gonna stick with the first one. If there's a developing love affair, okay, there's three people involved, and one of them's this water sign that you're desiring to communicate with. Either you or the water sign is needing to end something first. When it ends, there's no return to whomever you would be ending it with, okay? It's almost in a sense like somebody has been giving their time and energy freely to another person and needing to use your common sense and good judgment when it comes to this, okay? It's also showing me here that there could be some sort of gossip. There could be somebody just running their mouth, and it would be in relation to, you know, the opposite person needing to make a choice on leaving the third party. So it would be the person who's on the outside could be gossiping or putting all their time and energy into the desire itself, the wish for this communication. They could have actually already started taking steps towards trying to communicate. But if you're dealing with this third party situation, something has to end first. And that end is no return once that choice is made. Now, the second storyline that's coming through, okay? If you were dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay, you could have been older than this person. So you were older than, or you could have been older or younger than this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's not by like 2 or 3 years. It's more. Could be 6 or more, okay? It's showing me here that there could be a water sign, okay, who was separated from and or this person, there were lies and deceit by this person, okay, and this person would be older than the person that they were dealing with. But for some reason here, it's showing that somebody could have moved out. Somebody could have moved to a new home and moved in with somebody. They were developing a relationship with somebody and it ended. Sorry for my silence. Just hold on one second. Yeah, because if there was a third party situation in this scenario, the third party is no more. I'm picking up if it was younger. The younger person could have been a male. And they completely cut communication and or they moved out. And that was something that they wished and desired to do. And whoever was left, you could be putting a lot of effort towards trying to communicate with this person, and or you are putting a lot of time and energy into thinking about it. Either thinking about it or gossiping about it. One thing is here is that somebody was deceitful and that's why the communication was cut. Either you cut the communication with them or they cut it with you. Whoever cut the communication, it's because the opposite one was deceitful. And I definitely see somebody moved out. Somebody moved to a new home. They could have moved in with somebody. They could have moved in with this third party. There's Apollo, the bringer of light, shedding light on the situation. If somebody was looking for an answer in regards to the situation, that's what it's showing me here, okay? You could, in fact, be feeling fenced in and sick and tired of the unhealthy situation, and or you left because you were feeling fenced in and sick and tired of the unhealthy situation, and or you could be trying to make a decision on moving. You could be wanting to move. You could be thinking and or plotting on how you're going to do this. But there's something here in regards to someone feeling fenced in and sick and tired of the unhealthy situation, pardon me, regardless of what it is, regardless of which end you're on. Needing to gain ambition in order to achieve success here for yourself. It's showing me here that somebody who could have been deceived and or whoever left or who was, left alone, you could be losing your ambition. You could be putting a lot of time and energy into thinking about what happened. And this is indicating that you're needing to take steps towards what it is that you want and you desire. This is showing that you could be losing your ambition, putting your time and energy into a lot of negative thinking. Gemini-Libra-Aquarius, physical union and connection, relationship. You could be desiring to connect with this Gemini-Libra-Aquarius, and or you could have been left and you move towards a Gemini-Libra-Aquarius, or the person who could have left moved on to a Gemini-Libra-Aquarius, because there's a relationship here, and or this is a desire to have this physical connection, this relationship here. Okay, this is like the relationship, this is the physical, and this is a Gemini-Libra-Aquarius energy. We're still dealing with that third party situation and or, you know, just take with you what you understand. But it's showing me here that this was a third party situation. Somebody's putting a lot of time and energy into wishing and desiring for something that you know needed to end, and or this has already happened, or you know what it is that you want to do. You want to end this, but you're fearful of communicating this. You're fearful of making a decision because you may need to move, regardless of what your situation is. Lack of progression and a serious setback in regards to communication. This is lack thereof communication. This is also jealousy and possessiveness. There could be a lack of progression and a serious setback in your life, regardless of which end you're on in this situation. There could be jealous, possessive energies surrounding you if you're the person who has now moved on. You could have this third party, whether it's the person you're with, their ex, and or it's your ex. There could be somebody who is jealous and possessive here. They feel there's a lack of progression and a step back in communicating with you. Okay, again, there's definitely gossip cards here. Okay, so there's definitely somebody who I'm just seeing like two people could be in connection, but then there's a third party who could be an interference, so to speak. But not real, like they are, but they aren't. I see it more or less. Somebody is very stuck in their head about something here. Either the decision you need to make and or decision that was already made. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I have the Five of Spades, which means cutting someone out of our life, a separation causing a lot of pain, loneliness, depression, and or what this is meaning here is that there could be a lack of progression and a setback here in regards to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who either cut you out or you cut out of your life, and or this is that jealous, possessive energy that is surrounding you, whomever you are. And this person could be, just be careful because they could be like a backstabber. They could be somebody who uses manipulation. And it's due to the fact that they could be jealous and possessive either over you or the opposite person that you're with. Okay. Yeah. Reason being is because there was some sort of action and change in your social standing, and or this is what you're going towards is action and change in your social standing. The Five of Hearts also indicates, you know, being truthful, being fair, being honest. This is like good feelings. There was action being taken towards your feelings. You have some jealous, possessive energy surrounding that. And this person and or you know, have a careful plan put into place. You may not be pushing towards that plan at this time, but you're desiring for it. And or you know, could feel stuck in a daily routine. I don't necessarily see that, but there was some sort of action and change towards following some sort of truth here. And you could feel restricted in that truth at this time, which is causing you to feel stuck in a daily routine. And the reason being is because of this jealous, possessive energy. This is some energy that could be manipulating another person, manipulating the situation, and or just trying to, so to speak. Okay. Unrequited love, which we know is lack of love of self. Okay. This card indicates maliciousness, malice. It also indicates feeling slighted. You could feel snubbed. You know, it could be, like I said before, there's somebody out there who is dealing with a situation that could be causing them to lose the ambition to achieve success for themselves. This could be causing you some restrictions. It could be, you know, messing with your financial stability at this time. It could just be something that you're not feeling good about, okay? And it's causing everything else to not feel good. This is showing me, you know, that if you're feeling this way and it's screwing up, you know, how stable you're feeling at this time, that you're needing to get past this energy, because I feel like it's something that's just going to keep pulling you down if you keep focusing on it. You know, I'm also seeing here that it's almost in a sense like somebody wants to speak their true feelings, but the fear of being rejected, so to speak, is something that could be causing the restriction in taking that action in order to speak your truth. And this is something that could be almost in a sense like thought about daily. Like, I want to speak my truth. I want to like reveal my feelings. I want to take the action to do this, but I'm fearful of rejection. I'm fearful of the response. And the Seven of Hearts just flew out, indicating happy surprises. This is healing. This is steady improvements. You know, a second chance to redo something. You know, if you're that person out there that feels restricted in, you know, speaking, you know, true feelings here because you're fearful of rejection or the response, you know, by taking that action in order to speak your truth, is showing here that there's some happy surprises ahead. But what is necessary first before doing that is understanding why you're fearful of the rejection, because it's not the person, you know, it's actually something you're holding on to from the past. And being rejected in the past causes fear of speaking your truth towards the next person because you're fearful of that happening and repeating again. So it's important to understand that on a conscious level first, because that's the only thing that's holding someone back from taking that action in speaking what it is that they desire to speak to whomever. Yeah, we don't have coincidences here. The Ace of Spades just flew out in the upright. The Ace of Spades is a complete transition. It's in the upright. Once this healing takes place, you do completely transition out of that energy. And you're able to then take the action in order to speak your truth without fear of being rejected or fear of the feelings not being mutual. And by no coincidence whatsoever, if you're dealing with that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, the feelings are in fact mutual. The Eight of Hearts literally indicates a mutual connection, mutual feelings. So if you're dealing with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you're fearful of revealing your true feelings, if you're the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who's fearful of revealing your true feelings, is showing here that your fear of the response is the only thing that's holding you back from actually taking the action in order to do it, and that healing on a conscious level is necessary before taking that action. Because if you're expecting to be rejected, that's where that fear, mind thought patterns coming from. The rejection has to show itself to you so you don't feel like you're crazy. But if you go in it with a, you know, more confidence than anything, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And that goes vice versa either way. Okay. So that was the weekly energy reading. So, you know, what I'm seeing here for the week is, you know, if you're dealing with that third party situation and you're needing to make a decision, you know, that somebody's wishing and desiring to communicate something, and it's definitely a third party situation, or if it already has taken place and you are now in that relationship connection and there's a jealous energy on the outskirts, it's just showing that this person's putting a lot of time and energy into, there's a lot of manipulation there. I'm just going to tell you, I see manipulation, I see jealousy, I see possessiveness. So I would just keep a, you know, conscious mindset in that. I wouldn't pay attention to it, but at the same time, I feel like this person, it's like I just see this person could be sitting there plotting on how they're going to wedge in between a connection between two people. And this would have been somebody who had a past connection with either person. But I just like see this person just like plotting how they're going to manipulate another person. It's it's weird. I know it, whatever, somebody's connected to it. It sounds weird, but it's like there's an ex or a past person who could be plotting and planning, and this is to themselves, on what tactics they can use in order to manipulate the other person who, you know, they desire to connect with or get back or something like that. So just be like conscious of that person because they don't have good intentions at all. Okay, so let's see what we got going here with the romance angel cards, and then I will close out with one of the other cards here. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, and passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so again, no coincidences here. Somebody is very restricted on wanting to speak their truth in order to share this passion and or share with another person what you're passionate about, and or if you're dealing with that situation where you're losing your ambition towards your successes in your life, there is some control patterns that you're needing to let go, whether it be your mind and or if you're just trying to control a situation based off of your fear, you're needing to let that go. You have to allow it to unfold, but there's something there that's restricting it. And there's also, you know, there is passion there. I see that. But there's that controlling energy. It's been in the reading, you know, it's like you have to allow it to unfold, but in order to allow it to unfold, you have to follow what you're passionate about. But at the same time, if you're fearful of revealing what it is that you're passionate about with this person, that's going to restrict you on all levels. Okay, the restrictive energy is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, we got let your friends help you. Okay, this card is the card that I don't read it the way that it is. I told you there's gossipers. Okay, there's someone's gossiping about your connection, and or you are. I don't care either way. I'm just saying this is an energy you need to be careful of because it's a jealous, possessive energy. Okay, I always, this is personally me speaking right now, recommend not to talk too much about your relationship with your friends. Why? Because normally they're only seeing the surface. They don't know the feelings. They don't know the intimacy shared. Then everybody has an opinion, right? So you got to let go of the control issues, follow your passion. But again, watch out for gossip. Watch out for manipulators. It's there, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. There are some people out there who are dealing with these situations where there's other people trying to get involved. They can only get involved if you allow them to and pay attention to it. Either way, their opinion, whatever it is they're doing, it doesn't exist in your world only unless you're paying attention to it. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Again, there's some control issues here, whether it's your mind or it's just negative thought patterns. There is passion there. Other people's involvement's irrelevant. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Asking other people about your feelings could end up convincing you otherwise that your feelings aren't real, or them trying to tell you how another person feels towards you. I don't even know really how that works in a sense, because how would they know? So there's somebody here that wants to communicate their feelings with another person, but if you're restricting yourself by being fearful of it and talking about it to other people, how are you ever going to get the response that you're desiring if you're not going to the source itself? Past life relationship, you've known each other before. Again, like I said, that third party situation, karmic energy surrounding. Don't allow third parties, don't allow the gossip, don't allow jealous possessive energies, and do not allow an ex try to emotionally manipulate you back into the same pattern that you've been stuck in over and over again, because it never changes. And you know that, and I know that. But you have to let go of the control issues here. Wow, really? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Healing. That was like one of the last, that was the last card in accordance with the Ace of Spades that was in the upright, the transitioning card, the death and the rebirth, and the Seven of Hearts for that healing. Okay, we don't have coincidences here. Healing from past karmic relationships, healing from your belief and mind thought pattern of how you were raised to believe relationships are, regardless of what it is. It's always about your feelings, okay? If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. But you know that if you keep falling back into the same relationship pattern with the past person, it's going to end up exactly where it is as of right now. So if you go back into that same pattern of the relationship, it ends up where you are right now. So why would you even want to communicate with the person if you're just going to repeat the same cycle again? You have to heal first, so then you can see more clearly as to how things have been, and it's contradictive of what you desire. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Again, coincidences. Addictions are affecting your love life. You could be addicted to a bad thought, or you could literally be addicted to drugs and alcohol, and or someone else's. But the thing is that that's not a way of healing. That's a way of suppressing. Okay. So if we're not going towards the healing process, we're only suppressing our feelings by masking them with substances that are not good for you. But if you are even addicted to a negative thought pattern, that's an addiction all in itself, also because you keep living in that energy where you can't gain your ambition to achieve success, so to speak, or you can't see all the great things that are surrounding you because you're too addicted to a past mind thought pattern that you're still living in the present moment. So it's always about understanding that suppressing your feelings does not help you to understand them, okay? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You want this, right? You want this. This is the person that you want to that you share romantic feelings with. You want to ascend to higher levels of commitment. That's what your true desire is. The only thing blocking you from getting what it is that you truly desire there is the healing that needs to take place. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. A lot of you out there have already met somebody, but you're fearful of the connection itself based off of the past, right? Or you can't develop that relationship any further because of fear of the past repeating itself as it was in other relationships. That's the only thing that's holding you apart from what it is that you truly desire, regardless of what your situation is. That's what's controlling your energy, okay? Now, I am going to Enchanted map before we close out. Yeah, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Thank you for clarifying that. I just did a collective reading for all signs, and whatever circumstance and situation came out, that's the reading. So once I'm completed here, the video will be uploaded and then you can watch it again. There were 2 storylines that actually came through. And we already have a card here, number 28. Do we have coincidences here ever? No, we don't. I'm not a coincidence, and neither are any of you. 28 in the upside down. And what does it say? I have a glare here, so see if you can see that. It says movement I'm never going to get this. It says movement, but it's in the upside down, so it gets read in the upside down. What a coincidence. There are none. Movement, right? Let's see any more. $17, and it's in the upside down, but I'll show it to you. You can see it. It says Ghost Lens 17, and it's in the upside down. So that gets read in the upside down. No movement for now. Right. That's why it's in the upside down. Okay, last one. Oh, I lied. 2 came out. It is what it is. Reading all of them. 48 in the upside down. Wishing well. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the glare here. It's my computer. But 48 upside down, wishing well. And then we have 27 in the upright, where it states home. What's really funny is that this card that's in the upright home fell out on top of movement and ghostland in the upside down. So we'll see what that's all about. And I'm going to read you the meanings. So we have 28 movement. And it's in the upside down. Okay. Are you guys ready? Do you feel as if you are walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for treasure. Another message is this: lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn them the first time. Consider this another invitation to mastery. Wow, really? What was that? Was it past life, healing, codependency? No coincidences, okay? We just don't. Fear of repeating the same relationship over again will in fact cause the relationship, regardless of who it's with, to repeat itself in a similar manner. This is where I tell you guys, addicted to bad thoughts, all of that is real. Shut your eyes, right? But you're in control of that. So it's about learning the lesson, and the lesson is always worthiness and self-love, and not using another person as your focal point to the reason why you feel anything, but understand the way that you're seeing yourself in the other person. It's a reflection, it's a mirror. You guys are literally just bouncing energy off of each other, regardless if it's good and or bad. Okay? What do we have next? Ghostland in the upside down, which is 17. Here we go. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you are wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of the past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. I'm pretty positive I said that. Didn't I say that a little while ago? You know, again, they're all lining up together, aren't they? Because we don't really have coincidences here ever. There are no such things. The same thing over and over again causes you to get stuck in the same paradigm of thought. You're just stuck in that thick energy that you don't want to be in. And oh, little did you know how powerful you really, truly were to just get yourself right out of that right now. Stop being addicted to that thought you don't want to be thinking about. That's all that it is. It's that thought in your head that you wish you weren't thinking about, yet you're in control of the thought itself, so you just keep thinking about it, wishing that it would go away. It's flipping your perception. All right. 48, upside down, wishing well. I'm going to have to put like little tabs on this book so we can just like make this faster because this annoys me. Sorry. All right, we got 48 reversed. This is not the time. This is not the time to force anything to happen in your life, especially whatever seems to be eluding you. You can't demand that the universe provide you with what you want. Unmet desires can burst into a destructive fire of obsession. Should I just be done? Am I done? Step back, breathe, and take your attention away from what you want. Ask instead for what you need. Only the unseen knows how to align desire, inspiration, and its manifest form. As the coin disappears into the mystery of the dark pool at the bottom of the well, have faith. Don't engage in wishful thinking. You must co-create with spirit, not make demands. You may get what you want. Never forget that this life is filled with choices. Make a wish, but be open to the enchantment way in which spirit fulfills your desire. Again, you can't wish for something and just expect it to show up for you. I wish I had a genie, right? It's about, of course, wish, desire, but then you have to start to make a plan and or take action towards what it is that you're wishing and desiring in order for it to show up to you. Again, it will align itself in order to show itself to you. But again, when you're told no, or you get that sense of being rejected, please don't be so hard on yourself feeling that no or feeling that rejection, but understand it as wrong way, not here, not good for you, not right now, maybe some other time. Maybe you're not ready for it yet, prepared for it, and or there's something better out there for you. We take no and we take rejection so heavy. If we could only just understand that it's not because you're unworthy of it, it's because this isn't the right place for you right now. And just think back on your life and how many times you pushed and pushed and pushed for something that you thought you wanted, right? And then ended up getting yourself stuck in a situation that later on you said, why did I even do that? Or what was I thinking? Or I remember how bad I desired that. And then I finally got it. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Exactly, again, the way that you think. And the last one is 27, home in the upright. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to like-minded people or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on the path regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It's where the heart is. Okay. Well, it all ties in together, right? Wanting what you want, needing to let go of the past, stop living in past thoughts, stop living in the past belief system. Past repeats itself if you believe it's going to, and starting to flip the perception, finding worthiness, healing from the past, not being addicted to those thoughts that you don't want to be thinking about. Those are things that hold us apart from what it is that we want, and understanding that no matter where you are, home is always with you because it's where the heart is, and the heart is where? In your chest. Okay, that sense of security is always there, but you have to get secure within yourself first. Okay, once you can, blow your own freaking mind. Right. All right, so this was the weekly energy reading for August 14th. and beyond. Okay. I will be trying to come back on here for the end of the week to do weekend energy reading. That was my intention the last time, but again, I got sick. I'm so sorry, but I just kept getting sicker and sicker every day. It wasn't getting better. I got strep throat. Well, I didn't have strep throat. I'll tell you the story later, but I got antibiotics, so I'm all better now, catching up with my work. If you need me for a reading, lovefromabove717.com. The website will guide you through the process. Make sure that you send me a web form and then your confirmation if you make a payment. There are email questions on there now. I do astrological charts, all that stuff, you know, time video recorded readings. What else? Follow me on Twitter at lovefromabove17 if you would like to. And yeah, I will be working on mid-monthlies tomorrow also. So, you know, I'm just going to do them live because I feel like that's easier. So before I'm going to go live starting with the readings, I will put up, you know, an indicator. But I'm just going to come on and do it regardless of who's in the chat room and who's not in the chat room. Because then they just upload and then you can watch it later. Okay. Yeah. So end of the week, we'll do another weekend energy reading. That's what my intention is. And what else? I am feeling better. Comment on this video then if it resonated with you. Like it, share it. I wanted to tell you guys something earlier and it completely left me and now I can't find it. Like I forget what it, I not forget, I just can't even grasp onto what it was that I wanted to tell you or say. It's weird. I guess I wasn't meant to say it then. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And, you know, I'll either see you tomorrow, Thursday, but I'll definitely see you for the weekend reading. I don't know. I'll do it Thursday or Friday. Put it that way. That's it. Okay. And possibly tomorrow we'll get some of the mid-monthlies done. If not, it will definitely be on Thursday. All right. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.